Hi, my name is Kevin, and I am organized, passionate, silly, intense, and gay. This is what I came up with when Debbie Offner asked us to list our defining characteristics in her psychology elective this year. It was such an odd moment. I've been asked to name 3 strengths or words that describe me during a sales pitch, but this was different. The request asked me to reflect on who I am deep down and what's at my core. I started my list. Organized, passionate, silly, intense, and gay. I came to Commonwealth in 9th grade from a very rigid, preppy middle school, whose students and culture demanded strict conformity. Coming to a new school, I wanted to make something of myself and be unique. I was a plumpish, overly confident, self-conscious, Christina Aguilera-loving 14-year-old boy. I was all constrained and cloistered in this appearance. I remember trying to stand out with my dancing in the 3rd floor cubby area, or with my wacky interpretations in English 9. Sorry, Miss Dale. But at Commonwealth, people were deeply passionate in themselves. Socially, everyone was accepted, and the support was genuine. Academically, I wasn't as smart as I thought I was in middle school. A couple of big fancy words like boustrophodonically in each paragraph wouldn't do. Mr. Warden told us on our orientation day that he wanted us to fail at some point. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. We all came to Commonwealth after being the all-stars, the big fish in middle school. High school shed that exterior, knocked us down, and released us in search of our core, our true identity. Physically, I and most elongated and grew into our bodies, I hope. Academically, we learned to read and argue with the raw words before us. Emotionally, we became ourselves. I began to realize that I needed to break down my facade and fail, to question what I believed and define me. Commonwealth unwound me. Being in this environment of acceptance and now in search of my core, I built up the confidence to come out as gay to my friends in the spring of freshman year. At that moment, I let myself be free. I remember skipping down Comm Ave with my best friend that night. I was finally me. Being gay at Commonwealth wasn't a big deal. Jean Segeloff's ceramic studio is a safe haven, and as she will tell you, I am definitely not a potter. Her room is a place for me and many students to unwind, to talk about whatever happens to be on our minds. She'll always listen and give us her utmost respect and her true thoughts. Even though we never talk about lesbian or gay sexuality, her presence has been invaluable as she is a strong gay confidant and friend who has faced discrimination and created a safe space for everyone at the school. There are many additional inspiring LGBT faculty to look up to. Seeing them so happy and confident in who they are is and always has been reassuring and comforting. I didn't feel the need, nor was I ready developmentally for my sexual identity to be the primary focus as I moved through high school. I remember during one of my first 9th grade advisor meetings with Frédérique Thibault-Joux, she asked me what I wanted to do outside the classroom. I proudly told her debate and model UN. At that moment, I was standing tall in my middle school suit and tie. That's how any top of the class student would act, of course. I quickly learned that was definitely not me. One day I was telling Frédérique about an event that I went to at the Pine Street Inn. She said, I never knew you had this side to you. Service is my thing, you know. And that's when it all started. I had done service in middle school, but something had come over me. I had found another part of my core, another aspect of my internal being. Out in the community, I feel humbled. I recognize my privilege. I realize the humanity of others, and I feel like I'm getting somewhere as a high school student. I could not stop. I needed to share these experiences with my peers, get them excited and involved, and it became an obsession, a life purpose. As Frédérique is on sabbatical this year, now I can bounce ideas off of my new advisor, Miss Jackman. But it's more than just talking about ideas. With Miss Jackman and Frédérique, it's about having someone who will treat you like an adult, who you can trust, who you can always count on. I know that if I ever need something, they'll be there for me, whether it's 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. They helped me and pushed me to grow and stumble, never holding me back. During this senior year, I've been doing a lot of thinking about myself and my identity. Through the college process, life beyond high school and structure, and a couple of classes, like the psychology elective, have induced a great deal of reflection. I've been comparing who I am as an individual externally to who I am internally. On the outside, I'm the service guy. My sexuality isn't a big deal at Commonwealth. Yet internally, I always do and may always think, when do I share this side of me in a situation? Wow, this is awkward. When do I speak up? The internal and the external don't align. I don't want to be one-dimensionally known on the outside when my sexuality fills such a large space internally. But that's okay. I'm a work in progress. As I move to college and beyond, knowing who I am at the stripped-down core and essence of my presence, I can develop and keep finding me. Being at Commonwealth has broken me down and built me back up, given me acceptance and provided me with faculty support. Commonwealth has supplied me with the tools to mature with a passion and to finally realize who I want to be in this world. I'm a 17-year-old man, an academic, a friend, the service guy. I am Kevin. I am gay, and I'm a work in progress. Thank you.